Good evening, class. I would like to welcome each one of you tonight, especially the four students that are joining us on Zoom. So welcome. Today we will continue our practical religious studies by building on last week's teaching of the Apostle Paul. As you will remember, we talked about Paul's imprisonment and the way he handled his imprisonment. We also talked about Paul's epistles, and hopefully you will remember the names of these epistles and where they're found. Tonight, though, we're going to learn the biblical meaning of being content by studying Paul's teaching on the subject. So if you will get your Bibles out, we will begin. First, let me give you an example of what discontentment is. You will remember the story of Abraham's nephew Lot as recorded in the book of Genesis. You will recall that Lot became discontented with Abraham and wanted to separate from him. Abraham gave Lot the choice of where he would live, and then Abraham said he would accept that choice and live somewhere else. If you recall, Lot chose the watered plains of Sodom, which led to his ultimate destruction. It was Lot's discontentment that caused him to lose his wife, livelihood, as well as his home. John, according to the homework, what is Paul's definition of contentment? That is correct. Sue, do you have anything else to add to that? Correct again. Yes, George, by Zoom. That is also correct. As we see, Paul's definition of contentment is to be satisfied with the conditions, especially those we have no control over, that we find ourselves in. While we should always strive to improve the conditions, if possible, we find ourselves in, Paul teaches us that to accept these conditions is the first step in improving them. Also, accepting these conditions is really the only way to find true happiness. As in the story of Lot, he did not accept his conditions, wanted to improve them, which was good, but he improved them the wrong way, and it led to his ultimate destruction. Only when we are content in the state we find ourselves in can we really find good roads to contentment. Now that we have discussed the teaching of Paul and come to the conclusions we have on contentment, let's ensure that we have gained the proper knowledge and objectives of today's class. Take out your smartphones or computers, open up the checkup, log in with the password content. Please answer the two questions now. Wow, 100% of you got the correct answers. Let's sum up. Deb, what does contentment mean to you? That was a very good example. Roger, how about you? Bill? Juan, how about you? Very good. Any other comments? We all seem to have a good grasp of what biblical contentment is. Let's study upon that definition and apply it to our lives this week. Our next class is scheduled for next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. right here in the same classroom. Have a nice week.